Erickson Lubin is looking to return to the ring on Saturday, May 10th in an Ibf Eliminator on Probox TV. Lubin, who's been out of the ring since September of 2023, is looking to get that second title shot. Let's talk about whether or not he may have that opportunity after this match. Erickson Lubin returns to the ring on Saturday, May 10th, and it'll be broadcast on Probox TV as he takes on Editorial Holmes Jr., a fighter that many people may have seen from time to time as he has made appearances on the Zone. He has boxed at the 154-pound division, and the super welterweight division is stacked with a lot of talent. So when you get an opportunity to see a fighter like Holmes, it gives you an idea of just how deep the division is, because this young man is a southpaw and he's 30 years of age. Lubin, who's now 29, is also a southpaw, and we all remember when Lubin had his first challenge, a test that he actually had as a major setback, and that was back in October of 2017 when he was stopped in the first round against Jermell Charlo. Since then, he has put together victories, but also suffered another defeat at the hands of Sebastian Fundora back in April of 2022. That was a 9th round stoppage. He was down in the 2nd round, had Fundora down in the 7th round, but his face was horribly disfigured from some of the punishment he had taken in the fight. So we're arriving with this fight against Holmes, who's 17-0 with 6 KOs. The gentleman is going to present another issue for Lubin, as he stands 6'1". Lubin, whose record now is 26-2 with 18 KOs, is 5'11". How this will shake out should be favorable for Lubin, because he's had a chance against a tall opponent before, none taller at super welterweight than Sebastian Fundora. He's followed up that victory with that loss to Fundora with 2 wins over Luis Arias and Jesus Ramos Jr. But he's been out of the ring for a long time. He didn't fight in 2024. What will be interesting is this is a battle of southpaws, and Editorial may have difficulty with the more experienced Lubin. That's where the fight can come into a difficult situation for Holmes. However, Lubin is going to have to guard against being over anxious. Knowing that Holmes hasn't fought on the level that he has, he's going to have to use that experience, as he did against Jesus Ramos, where he won a unanimous decision. I believe that this can be a tough fight simply because it's 2 southpaws facing off against one another. As I have watched film on Holmes, what he likes to do is create space with his ranginess, but he has good short shots when he gets in close. He can throw good uppercuts and hooks. Now we know that the uppercut was an issue for Lubin against his 2 losses with Fundora and Charlo. So he's going to have to be guarded against those circumstances where Holmes will look to get those shots off. Now, overall, his defensive responsibility is what has got him in trouble in his 2 losses. Against Ramos Jr., he had appeared to improve his defense. But like I said, he's been out of the ring for well over a year, and we don't know what type of ring rust will be there for Lubin. But I expect both men to challenge one another being southpaws, because southpaws face more orthodox fighters than they do southpaws. And if Holmes Jr. is prepared and is willing to create distance for himself in this fight, he could present a world of trouble for Erickson Lubin. Lubin can also master the mid-range fight for himself and put Holmes in situations where he doesn't fare as well because of Lubin's experience. But that's something that Lubin is going to have to impose on Holmes. Overall, I do favor Lubin going into this fight, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was outboxed. Remember, he has been out of the ring for well over a year. Holmes' last fight was in December of 2024, where he took on Edwin Humane Jr., and he had a unanimous decision in that victory. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about Lubin versus Holmes. Who do you have? Leave comments and let's discuss. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.